Hey. It's just cake.
Yeah, it's cake. Wait in the car.
Hey, Tony, look, I wanted to get you sprinkles, okay? But they ran out. Okay?
What the fuck is this meeting about? Cake? Better not be about that deal. You're gonna have a better chance to get your sissy father some smooches from a beauty queen. Target? How the hell do you misspell Tony?
Hurry up, Charlie!
Fucking go.
Yo. Hello, everyone. My name is Odera Isaac, and you just watched my first ever short film that was done in 2018 when I was 18 years old. This was my first introduction into the entertainment world, or film and TV entertainment. And yeah, so a quick backstory about this whole short film is sorry for the ums, I'm freestyling this voiceover. But yeah, so it was a film riot competition, and I always wanted to shoot a short film, but I needed a little bit motivation. And it was like a 1 minute short film competition, and I was like, man, let me go ahead and do this. So I joined some Facebook groups, and I learned how to, I guess, to recruit in a way to find crew members. So I was looking for a camera operator. I knew I needed camera, and I know I needed sound. Those are my main two. So I was going through all these Facebook groups. I couldn't pay anyone, so I was kind of bargaining like, "Hey, you're only gonna be on set for 4 hours max. I can't pay you, but this is for a short film competition. 1 minute won't take that long." And gracefully got is it gracefully? Anyway, I luckily got two people. The camera operator was Teddy Albert, and the sound was Adam Falcoman. You'll see him later in this video. But yeah, so the actor you see on the screen is Sal Sinicola, I believe. He plays the mobster boss, and I was heavily influenced by mafia movies around this time, like watching Godfather, Goodfellas, Casino, whatever. So yeah, the bloody mafia theme was my style at this point. I kind of fell out of the mafia stuff. But yeah, so this was him. I'm glad he let us smash the cake, or let me smash the cake on his face. Because like I said, this is my first film ever, and this is Martin Scorsese. He's the reason for the short film existing, partially the reason, because I was definitely motivated by mafia films. But yeah, so the short film is a sweet occasion. Um, the actors I used were casted from Actors Access. My first time casting actors. This was a first time gig, like to the point of like as I'm watching this over again, I'm really like pretty proud of myself at when I was 18 years old to just do this on a whim because the competition was due in like maybe 3 weeks. And the 18-year-old me just got up and was like, yo, I got the short film competition. It's gonna be 1 minute long. You're gonna be on set for 4 hours. This location is a park, and this was filming during the day. And I knew I needed to do it during the day because during the weekend people work out here, and I just don't want people in the way. I don't want to be in the way, and I don't have the film permits and the rights to film there. So it was just like, let me just see who I can get. So I went on here I went on Actors Access to cast actors. Well, I went on Breakdown Services, but it's Actors Access. And I casted these three actors. Um, they luckily all had the wardrobe I was kind of looking for. I was like, if you have any mafia aesthetic, I didn't say aesthetic, that wasn't in my vocabulary at 18. But I was like, if you got any clothing that looks like a gangster mobster, please, reach out. I mean, please, submit. So they submitted. I love their auditions out of everyone who auditioned. And yeah, man, I used my mom car. I drove to the location, and I kind of overdid the producing, and I feel like I overdid the producing because simply, it's my first time, but wanted to have a good reputation. So, as you can see, we was right next to the highway there. Hold on, let me cut this conversation. So right here is a cake. Now watch this. So the cake smashed on his face, right? And right here, that's an Amazon box. If you look real close, that's an Amazon box. And right here, he pulls out, hold on. He pulls out this long blade thing. There's no way that could have fit in the cake, but hey, it's filmmaking. It's my first time. And I think this broke off like a stovetop handle. That's a stovetop handle. And I just duct taped it. But yeah, that's the power of filmmaking. That is the power of filmmaking. Um, but yeah, like I'm watching this, I'm really entertained by what I did, even though it's like a minute long. See, his face is there's no puncture wound on his face, so there's no way that went in his face. But here I am critiquing myself. But yeah, and I also want to give like advice too as I'm, talking about this. So I wrote for the location. Always try to write for the location. Stay on budget. If no budget is better than, I mean, no budget. Filming for no budget is way better than trying to create a budget. And plan and move swiftly. Like I said before, there's no if you don't have no, especially if you're guerrilla filmmaking, which means you have no right to film where you're filming, like you just don't have no like legal paperwork saying like you have permission. Move swiftly, but don't never panic. Like do not panic. You are in control. Everyone on set, when you're a director on set, everyone, especially like short films and student films, when you're a director on set, everyone moves off you. So if you're panicky and unprofessional, please like that's going to read. So I'm 18, as you see right here. I'm on the far right side. Teddy Albert is in the middle, and Adam Falcon is on the end holding the boom mic. Well, he's holding the sound. But yeah, and be reasonable when you're working on set. If you're not paying, like for instance, I didn't pay nobody for this set. So, but yeah, be reasonable. Like, what I was telling them, you know, I can't pay you, so I'm gonna make sure you're not on set long. Like that's kind of like my bargaining ways of like or negotiating. Where it's like I'm not gonna be on set long, um, and I pay for gas. But at this point, at 18, I can pay for gas. I don't think I had a job at this point, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So it in the cake I used in the previous, my mom had went to the bakery and had a cake made that said Tony. So on the top, I wish I would have took a picture of the cake. But on the top of the cake, it said Tony. And if you listen to the dialogue of the actors, he says, "Tony, how the hell you?" He said, "Target. How do you misspell Tony?" Something like this little satire, cliche, not cliche, but cliche mafia, type of thing. But and my last thing I want to say is, have fun, bro. Just have fun, or have fun, cis woman, whoever's watching this. But have fun, like especially if it's your first time making a short film, like your very first time, bro. Have fun and take pictures. Take pictures. See these pictures right here? I didn't even plan to take these pictures. These pictures were all handed over to the cast and crew for from Adam Falcon. Adam Falcon is in the photo with the shades on. That's Adam. And he randomly was just like, as I'm thinking, of course, this was about 6, 7 years ago. So I can't even like visibly see him taking pictures. Like, I don't remember him taking pictures. And I definitely don't remember now. But I remember he just sent us all an email. Was like, "Hey, I took some photos," and these photos came out, and I was so happy, bro. Cause like, my mind on set was, my mind on set was like, do a good job, not memories, not to reminisce, but just do a good job. So when these photos came out, when he gave us his photos, I was like, man, this is like really dope. And for for people who are watching this who are very technical, I think the camera Teddy is using in this photo you see, I believe it's a uh Ursa Black Magic Mini 4.6K. I said that in the wrong order. But yeah, that's the camera we use. Um yeah, and I remember as I'm looking at this, Teddy needed a certain tripod because he didn't have it, I'm guessing. So he was like, "Yo, can you find me a tripod for this camera? Like, this is the only way I can use it's only a certain tripod that can work with this camera." So I'm like, dang, I thought he had everything. So I learned about ShareGrid. ShareGrid is a site where you can rent, any type of film equipment, grip trucks, cameras, sound, lighting, bro. It's amazing. But yeah, so I went on ShareGrid. I met up with this random dude at nighttime to get his tripod. I could only get it at night. My mom was like, 'Cause I was gonna drive there by myself, but it was like downtown Atlanta, and I told my mom I'm finna go meet this guy for this tripod. My mom's like, "You're new into this industry. You meeting all these people across town. I'm gonna go with you." So my mom went down there. We met him. Teddy used the tripod. As you see, this is me and him right here looking over. I'm trying to think, what was this part? I think we were just reviewing footage right here. Yeah, we're reviewing footage and we're just checking things out. Man, this photo is really amazing to me because I used to always look at um pictures of Martin Scorsese, Spielberg, Spike Lee, John Singleton on set just directing. And the fact that I have my own version of that, like it's because I'm doing the voiceover over these clips, and I'm just like really proud of myself like as I'm doing this. And I wish that everyone who is listening to this who has an interest in filmmaking, just do it. Or women, cis, just do it. Like just do it. And make sure you take photos, or make sure somebody takes photos of you. Like just have a ball, be creative. I know being creative is subjective, but just be free. If I can give if that makes any sense to anyone. But yeah, this is Odera. This is towards the end of the video. If you stayed this long, thank you so much. If it's any questions you have about filmmaking and like your first time or just anything, bro, just comment it and comment. Oh Lord have mercy. Just put it in the comment section and I'll respond to it. But yeah, this has been Odera Isaac. And subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video because it will help me a lot. And let's get it, man. Camera ready?
Ready.
Sound?
Spade.
Slate?
1 alpha, take 1. Hold.
Action.
Hey, it's just Kate.